Okay, our every other day exercises. So this is going to be our strength base. Really trying to focus on getting that back stability with the glutes without irritating through that lower back to that L5 area. Okay, so we're going to go for basically a warm-up, laying on the floor. So eventually we'll be doing this kind of more functional stuff in standing, but we've really got to get this baseline right first. So feet hip distance apart, hands on hips. You can do 10 pelvic tilts. So just rolling forward and backwards with the pelvis 10 times. Okay, so pressing the lower back into the floor and then kind of just gently arching the lower back away from the floor. Again, it's got to be a warm-up. Can't be sore in that back at all, okay? Really, really nice and gentle. With these exercises, I'm going to do a couple of demonstrations. I won't do all 10 to 12. You do them in your own time, maybe to pause it in between if you need to. Come together, knees come together, hands just go out just wider than the mat, shoulders back. Hip twist level 2, going to roll the knees to side, really gentle, keeping the knees together, like you're not going to slide those legs apart, really work on keeping the knees together so it's the lower back that's rolling. Only roll as far as the shoulders stay together, do 10 of those. So pause if you need. Then we go into hip twist level 5, so take one leg up into tabletop. Really press that rib cage down into the floor, so when the second leg comes up, the back doesn't move and it feels really strong still. If this is too far, not a problem, just skip the exercise on that particular day. But it's the same exercise, knees rolling side to side. You've got to keep those shoulders pressed into the floor, don't let the shoulder lift. And again, just working through nice and gently, 10 to 12, and then bring those legs down one at a time and you'll finish. That's fantastic. Okay, so have a little look, see what we've set up next. Our two side lying exercises. Our first one's going to be our side kick, so you can put a pillow here or you put your hand here, maybe not with a broken wrist. So pop the little pillow down, just so you've got that gap in between the ear and your arm. Bent knees, okay, long top hip, so you're just dropping that top that hip through, getting that abdominal area working a bit harder. Float the top leg up to kind of hip height. Keep the knee and the foot easy together, same speed, same height, and you're swinging it back and forward without wobbling through the chest. So you're locking this chest, locking that knee, and you're just pivoting through that top hip, keeping the knee bent to about 90 degrees. You go through 10 of those, then rest. Then we're going to come down. I need to get myself a pillow actually. Bear with me. There we go. There we go. For our arm openers, so both arms are going to go out in front and you're going to have something under your head which keeps your chin and neck in line with the rest of the body. And what we're going to do is drop both shoulders down the way, still drop that top hip down the way and engage the centre. Mobilising a little bit of strength. Take the hand, take the gaze behind you, but keep the knees down and the hips pushed forward, bringing it back. So you're opening the breastbone to the ceiling and back. So although the arm is moving and the head is moving, actually it's really a chest movement that you're kind of really focusing on. 10 of those, and then you'll just gently turn over onto your other side and do the same again. So you're going to do your 10 side kick level 1s into your 10 arm opener level 1s. Then you're going to go up to 4.0. And we're going to go for our swimming level 4. So feet hip distance apart, knees hip distance apart, hands underneath the shoulders, lift the chest. So you're going to straighten out one arm and the opposite leg. When they are straight, then and only then are you going to give them that lift. You're going to reach the foot and those fingers apart. It's not about how high you can take those arms and legs. It's really about how far you can reach them apart. And then bring it down in between. You can go on a breath. Breathe in to hold. And breathe out to come again through to that start position. Starting again. Or you can just move for a nice pace, holding each position, just making sure you're kind of nice and in control of it. Going side to side, 6 on each side, okay? After that, you're going to sit back into a nice little shell stretch. Just open up the back. You can take the knees wider if you want to. Hold that kind of 10-second hold just in front. Then walk your hands across to one side, just walking the opposite arm forward a little bit more, hold that for 10 seconds, and then go across to the other side, again walking the arm across, for about 10 seconds, just opening up that side a little bit more. Come back into the middle, and then gently come back onto your back. Roll yourself down gently. You can put a pillow on your head if you want to for this one. So what I'm going to get to do is we're going to really think about all that kind of beginners, setting the center. So engaging that tummy muscle, lifting from the pelvic floor, and then just tucking those ribs down towards the pubic bone as well. You can get your hands on your hips, hands on the front, just to kind of help support, pull the shoulders back. One leg stretch, level 2. You're going to float one leg, single leg tabletop, without moving your torso and your lower back. You're going to straighten, again, reaching that leg away, pointing that toe. Thighs about in line, and then come back to tabletop. Same. 9 and in, 8 and in. And you're going to go for 10 on the other side as well. Just warming up, again, kind of hamstring, lower back stability, because if you stretch and you move the back, we're losing a lot of that stability. So 10 on each side. Then if you feel comfortable, we're going to go into single leg, again, pressing the rib down so the second leg can come up, and they're going to alternate the legs with that same movement pattern, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and again, do about 10 to 12, or as many as your back feels comfortable to do so. From here, it might be that your lower back starts to feel a bit pulley, because it's quite a lot of load to hold yourself up, because you're not allowed to move this lower back position. Then you just stop one leg down at a time, and then you try it again the next time to see if you can get that a little bit stronger. After you've done those 2 exercises, or maybe just the one, take the pillow away from the head, arms long by your sides, and we'll just do 1 round of 10 shoulder bridge level 1s. Shoulders back, backwards tilt, glutes squeeze, peel the vertebrae off the floor, hold for the split second at the top, and then roll down. So you really are just working through 1 vertebrae at a time. That's really the key thing here. So you're not kind of coming up and down like a pancake. You're really trying to roll yourself up and then also roll yourself down. Pressing firmly through the floor with your heels to help get those glutes working. No soreness in the back, please. Okay, and then that last bit, perfect. It's just our glute stretch again, just to open up through the hip, through that glute. Make sure the lower back is really relaxed. Make sure the arms are doing the work. You can use the foot, or you can use the arms as your kind of fulcrum. It is up to you. 30 seconds of that on each side, and then slowly and carefully get yourself back